I'm in a slight mess. It's finals week. It's the last week of the classes. Well, finals week. Next week's the last week, but I'm just like already done. But yeah, not here for an update about my studies, but by the time that Hershey Park Comic Con rolls around, I'll be done, I guess. Hopefully being able to relax and enjoy my summer. So I'm actually filming this in June. So June 1st, I had the idea of like, oh, I'll go ahead and schedule, you know, get my tickets, get the hotel room and all this stuff. And got the tickets. Nice little easy checkout. And then went to go book the hotel because Hershey Park Comic Con's at the Hilton Hotel. So they're like, oh, like, you know, just get a room, same place. But then forgot to read the tiny little print that said, rooms go fast, because couldn't find anything. Well, I found one room that had 2 beds in it, and I was just like, I don't know, somebody else could probably use that, so I ended up looking around, and there's actually like another hotel down the street. I know. I feel like I'm cheating somehow, so it's not gonna be like, I'm gonna say like a true vlog where like, I'm gonna be going to the same convention and staying at the same place and all this stuff. I'm actually gonna be like a little bit down the road, but maybe it might be quieter. In past years, whenever I've stayed at hotels near the convention stuff, I'm usually awoken, not all the time, usually like awoken up and stuff, and I'm just like, people are still awake, so noisy, go to sleep. I'm an old lady, I need my sleep. So, but yeah, I'll be right down the road, it's fine, I'll still film in case anybody else has the idea to do that. But yeah, I wanted to let you know, if you're booking in those places, book early. I should have booked it in like March if they would have let me, or like early April, but early April is whenever I start planning for 4th Comic Con Hagerstown. I was like, oh, I'll do Hershey Park towards the beginning of June, even though it's finals week and stuff, but I was just like, I'm done studying, I want to plan fun stuff, because I feel like I'm just, all my cosplayers are here, and I haven't cosplayed in a little while. I mean, I did a few things in May that'll be on Jen.cosplays45 channel here soon, but yeah, haven't quite gotten into cosplay. Probably since 4th Comic Con. Hagerstown, not Harrisburg. Oh my gosh, so many H's. Hagerstown, Harrisburg, Hershey Park. Any others? I think that's it. Yeah, but then of course I was planning that one, and then I started planning other ones, and I'm like, let's just focus one at a time. Yes, I do need to plan ColossalCon East, figure out where that's going. Ugh. At least Harrisburg I'm pretty much aware of, but yeah, Hershey Park Comic Con, just get your hotel room early, get it early if you want to be in the same spot. But yeah, I'll be right down the road, and then just quick little drive up in the morning, so I think it'll be a good time. I think it'll still be fun. I'm pretty excited. I was trying to plan what to do. I only had 1 cosplay written down, which is unlike me. Normally I have like 5 or 6 ideas, and it's like, okay, put them in a little hat, figure out which one I want to do. So I'm doing Poppy, I can never say her last name, but she's from Kamen Rider Ex Aid. Maybe one day I'll do Poppy Rowan from Rainbow High. I want to do Ainsley. Yeah, doing doing Poppy from Kamen Rider Ex Aid. I think there's like a candy related, something sugar related. They're always eating sweets, so, and she is a sweet. She has a very sweet personality, so checks out. But then my second cosplay, I decided to do an OC, because I don't know if I've ever done that yet or if it's been a while, so I'm deciding to do Onyx Ren. She's one of my OCs, Team Jalapeno, RWBY OC type of things, so check out her story on my Wattpad again, Jen.cosplays45. But yeah, she's not as sweet. She can be sweet when she wants to be, so a little mild spice, a little subtle spice, so yeah. She likes ice cream, so if I find ice cream there, it'll be on brand for the character, so yeah, so those are the 2 that I'm thinking about doing this year for Hershey Park Comic Con, so hopefully it'll be a good turnout. I've seen a couple little things here and there, some vendors I've never even heard of before, so meet new people, yay! Hello and welcome. We are filming from Hershey Park Comic Con, your convention. This is what the line looks like. Oops. The line. Took me a while to find a parking space. It's been crazy. Crazy little drive, rainy weather, but we'll get into it.
Oh, that's awesome. A big change.
All the way around the side. Change of scenery as well as change of outfit. I had to get out of that corset. It was crushing my ribs, but yes, made it to Best Western, literally right down the road from the Holiday Inn. Again, didn't get a room booked, but that's okay. It's kind of quiet here actually, so we'll see more of that. But first, a room tour. So I've already scoped it out, made sure it was safe and everything. This is a king suite with a whirlpool, so let's go and check it out. Turn that on, but the fan does turn on. So here we have nice little shower, cool stuff. I'm gonna turn it off because that's annoying. Our little kitchenette. So I already got stuff in the fridge, some goodies. We got food, coffee maker, just a microwave, so no stove top or anything. So if you're looking to bring like something to actually cook, might just be microwave food. So here is the living room area. It's a little desk. And all my stuff's gonna be out and about, so don't mind me. King size bed. And then a bench, whirlpool area. Got drawers, TV. I did not check behind here. Oh, got some nice things. It's not as spacious as the one in Harrisburg, but it'll get the job done. I might have to hang up that shirt because I gotta wear it both days, and I was like, ooh. And I did sweat quite a bit today, so it was just so humid. But yeah, it's a nice room. I was worried because it was like king size bed and a whirlpool and all this. I was like, am I gonna have enough room for all my luggage? We got more than enough room, so yeah. So I'm gonna head downstairs and we're gonna record the rest of the hotel, at least to see what the Best Western looks like and everything, and then I'll unpack and see where it goes from there. Finished taking my shower, had a nice little soak in the bath, and my clay face mask, which worked out pretty well. I'm always nervous trying a new brand out that I haven't tried before because my skin breaks out so easily, but I'm feeling pretty mighty relaxed. And now I'm feeling a little bit peckish. I know I had some food earlier and some concession stand food, but I'll show you my goods that I found. So up first we have ramen noodles, which I had to go downstairs and get a fork because there's no like plasticware, there's no plates or anything, so I had to go downstairs to that little eating area, which I guess is where breakfast is going to be served tomorrow, so I got those. I also have, I haven't had these in forever, Uncrustables. because they're easy to travel and make the perfect snack. I'll just show you the other stuff here. So I got my favorite chips here, I got water, Powerade, and I found at the grocery store yesterday a little My Melody Taro bubble tea. So I got my cookies from the vendor, and as well as being in Hershey. Of course, you need your Hershey's chocolate bars. So yeah, I'm just gonna nibble, watch some TV, unwind, and I'll see you all in the morning. Morning. So a little bit of Onyx Ren here. Just finished filming, which originally I thought I was gonna film in like this area, but I didn't like how the lighting looked. So you know what I used instead? The bathroom. The bathroom light back there with that lovely wall. Yes, I'm still gonna go outside and take photos of her because Onyx prefers being outdoors than indoors, so it only makes sense. But yeah, had a nice early breakfast, got ready, pretty much ready to go, so yeah. And then, oh, so last night, I did something very special, which is, I was looking through like my, oh gosh, what's that thing called? What was that? I was looking through my YouTube channel, and I was thinking on the car ride up here, I was like, how many conventions have I actually been to? I was trying to count, and I'm just like, I'll just look at my YouTube channel later and see how many there are. Sorry, my eyes so itchy. And everything. So I was like, okay, so last night before bed, I was on my YouTube channel and I was like counting out how many videos. This is my 10th in-person convention that I've been to, so it makes me feel like really happy and special. I'm like, oh, my 10th one. So, because I've been to several online ones and I was like, those don't really count. Plus also I'd have to go back through my Gmail and like look for receipts and stuff. So I was like, I'm not doing that. But yeah, my 10th in-person convention. So, and my first time cosplaying an OC at a convention. So it's an exciting time all around. So yes, gonna finish packing up, getting ready, and then we'll head over to the other hotel for convention day 2. Happy Monday morning. So it's a bit easier to record this way rather than rushing home, trying to unpack, trying to shower, eat, talk to my hubby and stuff. It's just best to do the haul and recap the next day. So yeah, I was a little bit tired, but yes, I wanted to show everybody what I got and then do a little brief recap and take it from there. We'll start up here. So I got some little freebies from a very nice wrestler. It's very nice to talk to. And then these 3 items I got from a stall, I think it was the Gotcha Gallery. And I accidentally mixed up all the business cards, but yes, I found Sakura, take her out later, Karo-chan backpack, My Melody, and then that's whenever I was like, I need a Kuromi, so I found Kuromi at another vendor's stall. Alright, and then these 2 I managed to find because I bought Asuna-san several years ago, and the gentleman said he had Kurito, and then he comes back 2 seconds later, he's like, wait, I have Lifa! And I was like, oh! So I have my very first Funko Pop set complete, so yay! These were from same vendors, like Gudetama. I got a little tumbler I'm gonna take to work. My Melody bag, this is so adorbs. Oh yeah, we're gonna put this up here in a second. I think you can guess who my favorite Arcadia Friends characters. I got Bracelet the first day, you probably saw it in some photos. And this little guy. Little keychain. Found a Squirtle. Found some toys. Now these toys, there was a vendor there that had like 7 bins of toys. It was a lot of toys, but these 4 I'm gonna keep myself, and the rest are gonna be going to the play therapy room at work. So I need to find some stuff. Put it this way. And some stickers. Look at this one! There was several little dragons, but this was somebody's original character design. So I was like, what anime is this from? She's like, oh no, I made it myself. And even the dragons, and I was like, oh, baby. I'm gonna put those on this is going on my work laptop. This thing's gonna take some time to work. Yeah, I'll put it there. Bookmark. Nice little graphic note. Excited to read this. I'm also excited to read. Warning. So the guy I was talking to, he had like these black rats. Not real rats. Should preference that they weren't real. They were like the plastic rats, and I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of RWBY in a way. And he's like, well, that's kind of what my series is based off of. And I was like, say more. So, because I'm big into RWBY, so this is like a gore-esque, post-apocalyptic type of thing. So I'm very excited. Once I'm done reading it, it's going right next to the bookshelf next to RWBY. So, and then some business cards of folks that were there. Sorry, they got all mixed up and everything, but so I tried to put the business card with the stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and open Mysterious One. Oliver's here with me. He's very excited about the unboxing. I changed the thing because I'm wearing shorts, but I'm going to open this. I also meant to say too, I got a Witcher sticker and a set of Hunter x Hunter sticker for my husband. This shows that he's into. And I also got 2 other things for some people, so yeah, there's a couple little things that I got, but I'm just like, I don't want them on camera, because I think I'm going to be posting this before I give it to them, so let me think. Yeah, let's go open this. Oh, she's so cute. One, two. Was that her soda? This one in the corner. Oh, he's very lovely, so he's probably gonna hang out with me. Oh, she doesn't hold it, but yeah. Here she goes. Oh, so cute. Back to my nose. We have a purring boy. He has not left my side since I've gotten home. You're so sweet. Oh boy. There was a squishmallow there, the great kitty cat. I should have gone. Oh, bye. So, my little adventure to Hershey Park Comic Con, it took me 3 hours to get there. Because I forgot driving through Dillsburg, or whatever. There's a lot of stoplights. And I think they're timed, too, because I was kind of watching the clock and stuff. It'd be like, 1 minute you'd be sitting, 1 minute you'd be moving, then you'd stop, so that's okay. Once I got onto the freeway, it was pretty easy to get there, so, but yeah, I stopped at the Royal Farms again, the one that I stopped at last year to use the bathroom to get coffee. I did the same thing, said, future Jen, it's Route 30 York Street or something like that, that's where you want to stop. If we're going to conventions, so, at least in that area. So I did that. I got there at like, it was like 9:50, and parking was like non-existent. And there's no signs, like, you know, there were signs for vendors and where vendors were supposed to go, but there wasn't a sign for like con goers. And I was like, eventually found a parking space and everything. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. So yeah, parking was a little bit tight. Sunday morning was a bit easier. I got there pretty early, like an hour before the convention opened, and plenty of parking. But if you're gonna get there Saturday, and try to get there like half an hour early to find a decent parking spot. I missed the opening and everything. But when I got there, there was like a line outside the hotel, and I couldn't tell like what was just like 1 day pass versus 2 day pass, so I just joined the big line. However, with it being a hotel, you know, there's like a what do they call it? Like the little drop-off zone and stuff. Like cars were still like driving through that, so you have this, like the doors are here, there's people lined up, and then cars are like trying to go through the people, and I was like, ooh, this isn't safe. There's like people like, you know, looking off to the other side, they're looking at the front door waiting to go in, and they're not paying attention to like a car potentially might be coming this way. So I don't know if Hershey Park Comic Con could work with the staff to just like block that off for a little while until like, you know, the line goes through, but there was times where I'm just like, please pay attention, there's somebody coming. Yeah, so, but managed to get inside, started looking around. So what it was, and you'll probably see in the video too, it was mostly just like a hallway wrapped around with some vendors, and then there's like 3 rooms you can go inside. The rooms were nicely air conditioned, the hallways were not. They were very humid, very hot, and very small, so yeah, had to just really watch where you went. had to say excuse me a couple times. But we made it down. When I was starting to walk around and I saw one of the rooms inside, I saw a familiar face and I was like, oh, I know that face, I know that face. So I went up and I'm like, oh wait, like, you volunteer for 4th State Comic Con with Hagerstown Harrisburg. He's like, yeah, I do. It was Craig, everybody. Craig was at Hershey Park Comic Con. This is a Craig Stan account. We will not take any blasphemy from Craig because he is wonderful. So I got to talking with him. He was telling me about the Hershey Park Comic Con and how, like, you know, how great it was and stuff, and this is kind of like what he does in this little off season between shows and all that. So it was really nice getting to see him, talk to him. And I feel like Saturday I kept bumping into him a lot. I was even asking him, Oliver's playing with the toy. I was even asking him, like, you know, where can I take photos? He's like, I'm not too sure. But I managed to find some spots. So Sunday, I think I saw him once, and then that was it. They kept him very busy on Sundays. So they didn't get to say goodbye. I was like driving home, like halfway home, like, I didn't say bye to Craig. Turn around. I'll see him again next month. So, but yeah, it was nice seeing a familiar face there. Like, oh, this may sound weird in a way, but you know, with like the Peanuts characters being there, like Charlie Brown, Linus, Patty, and then one of the artists for Dragon Tales, which was a show that I grew up with, and also started my obsession with dragons. Seeing that, and also too Nintendo 64 cartridges that you had to like plug in, you had to blow them off and all this stuff. Like, I feel like I was 6 years old again. You know, all these shows I grew up with, just like nostalgia and all this, and then like combining that with like who I am now with liking like anime, animation shows, the cosplaying and all that, like seeing those two like kind of combine into one. I don't know, there's something really special about it, so it made me feel really happy. Yeah, and then the dining area, you just like went around. There was plenty of seating. It was so open. The food was good. That pretzel was huge. It's still in my fridge. Everybody was like, oh, you got a pizza. I'm like, no, it's a pretzel. So yeah, the staff there was very nice. Everybody was very nice. Even the girl at the gas station went to go get my coffee. She's like, oh my gosh, I love your outfits. Like, I was like, Hershey Park Comic Con. I need to be paid for advertising at this point, but it's fine. But yeah, so everybody was like really nice, really helpful, didn't have any problems or anything. Yeah, so again, it was just the parking on day one. It was a little bit funky, and then standing in line was like, anxiety, oh no. Oh, and then the second day, because like, you know, I had the wristband that said that, you know, it was 2-day and all this stuff. It was still just the line for the online pass and for cash only, but there wasn't a line for like people who already paid 2-dayers. I don't know what you want to call this, but at least a 2-day pass, just to like make sure that they go through the line and stuff. Like, I just didn't feel comfortable walking in the middle and being like, I'm just gonna bypass everybody because I have a red wristband and all this. Yeah, there was that. One hallway, I'll let this be my last point because I want to keep this wholesome because it was a good time. But the one hallway that had like all the open windows, like all the lighting and stuff, that was like perfect for photos. Like it was so gorgeous in there and stuff. But like people kept walking by, and like me with my social anxiety, I'm just like, I don't want to do this. No, I don't. So eventually I did wander around outside. Craig gave me permission. He's like, you can do whatever you want. He's like, and if anybody gives you problems, he's like, tell him Craig told you you could. Okay. So I went around outside. That's when I found like the garage door looking thing, and I took pictures of Poppy. Kept walking around. That's when I saw the pool and like the trees and everything, and I was like, oh, I'll do this for Onyx Ren because she loves the forest and she loves being outdoors. I did that Sunday, and somebody was like kind of peeking through their curtains like on the hotel side, and I was like, ooh, no. So I went back to the garage door. I was like, safety zone, safe zone. So I feel like if you want to do photos at Hershey Park Comic Con for your character, you might have to drive somewhere else and then come back to the convention. So I just wanted to keep that in mind. Other than that, I think that was pretty much it. You know, cosplay contests went well. It was pretty quick compared to, not saying anything bad about 4th State Harrisburg. They've gotten better over the years. So, but yeah, it's like most people just like for Hershey Park Comic Con just walked up, left. A couple people did like some like singing or skits and all that. So that was really well done. It was just very warm in that room. It was so muggy. A lot of people kept yawning and stuff because it was like, ooh, teeny bad time. But then the second day, when the Peanuts panel was going on, they had some fans going and all that stuff. So it's like, okay, it'd be nice to be in a different room, but it did work out. So I don't know, it went pretty well. I was pretty excited. A lot of amazing cosplayers. You definitely cosplay from the niche. So if I do go back, yeah, so I was thinking about this too on the drive home. Like, will I go back to Hershey Park Comic Con? I think it depends. It's not an immediate yes, like 4 State Comic Con type of thing. So I feel like I would go back if I went to Hershey Park, like the actual like, amusement park and stuff. Like, if I spent one day at the convention and then one day at Hershey Park, I think that would work. I've been trying to get my husband to go to Hershey Park. He still hasn't gone and he really wants to go. So I think I would do that, like a one day Hershey Park Comic Con, next day go to the actual park and then come home. So yeah, but we'll see. And I was like, you'd have to get some pretty amazing voice actors or people that I know, like RWBY or the Dragon Prince. Like if those people were there, oh, hands down, we're going. I think that applies to any convention on the East Coast. If somebody's like close by, you know, like, oh, like, you know, Lindsay Jones or Barbara Dunkelman, Samantha Ireland's coming to this convention. I'm like, all right, get the tickets now. So, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. So hopefully you all enjoyed the photos and the videos. Yay! Where I slept by the whole night, and she was a little traveling companion. So it makes sense because she's the mother of Onyx Ren and all that Ren. That's their son. Go check out the story. All that good stuff. But yeah, I just want to say thanks for watching the video. Hopefully I'll see you at a convention here soon. Next one is 4 State Comic Con Harrisburg. Ooh, I already got my cosplays planned out. I have the ticket, I have the hotel reservation, I got it all figured out. So hopefully by then I'll be feeling a-okay. Might have to update the boundaries. It's gonna depend on how I'm feeling after surgery and all that, but it's fine. We're gonna do that one next week. So, alright, but thank you everyone so much for watching. Hopefully you're taking care, staying safe, and we'll see you at the next convention. Bye everyone! Bye bye!